feeling just grateful for the opportunity and the fact that the coaching staff trusts me with that role, and I'm excited. We got some good games to really start the year. A lot of times in midweek you won't face a tough opponent, but obviously starting off with UConn and Oklahoma, they're going to be two really great games. Three with two at Oklahoma, so I'm just excited for the opportunity.
And to piggyback off that, I know obviously when it's the schedule and we get into the season, focusing on one series, one game at a time. But when you saw the schedule and what you put together, what was the conversation in the clubhouse with that?
It's just a challenge, Obviously, when you put together a schedule that has that many good opponents and strong opponents, there's two ways you could take it. You could kind of be scared, or you could be, take it head on and understand that it's a really good opportunity for us if we, play good baseball, put together, a lot of wins this season. We're going to be in a great spot going into postseason. Obviously, the goal here. First, the Big 12 championship, and then obviously if we get the opportunity to host a regional here at Muni, that's really exciting.
Well, with Jeremy, he said the one thing that he's seen with you throughout this process getting back is that he sees your confidence back. Is that kind of how you feel going into the season?
Yeah, 100%. Starting in the fall, I didn't do as well as I wanted to, and I had higher expectations and weren't performing there. And honestly, we went over and played Cal Baptist and, really struggled there. Had my worst outing probably in college baseball, even though, it was preseason. But just coming back here, talking to Coach Bloomquist, Coach Accardo, just kind of figuring out what it was. A lot of times I was thinking it was something physical when the whole time it was really mental. So just having them continue to have faith and confidence in me really allowed me to get my confidence back. And, I feel like I am a different pitcher now. And just kind of taking that confidence at the end of the fall, bringing it into preseason. Obviously, now we're here at season. I feel like I'm in a great spot, and I'm really excited to go out there and throw.
There's been a lot of talk with the pitchers kind of on the competition that led to these starting spots. Do you think that fueled you in starting to play some of your best ball?
Yeah, I mean, obviously when you're surrounded by, really good athletes and really good players, it makes you want to play better, and it makes you work, just a little bit harder. So it's been really fun, and I think we have a really tight-knit group, so we really do a good job at pushing each other and keeping it, a good, friendly competition, understanding that, we're all on the same team and we're all here to do one thing, which is win. So it's been very fun.
Kole, TCU is faced by a lot of teams to finish off the Big 12 standings. Coming from there, what makes that program so good, and what does ASU need to do to beat them?
Yeah, I mean, I think TCU has a lot of talented players, and I think they do, a great job. They've had a lot of past success, and they're very consistent every year. So, I think, we're right there with them. I think we're a talented team as well, and, it really just comes down to, who plays the best game by game and just taking it day by day, just kind of staying in our process. It's a long season, but just being able to, focus every game and, take Friday night, then hopefully Saturday, and if you can get a sweep in there for the Sunday games, that's really big. But I think just taking it game by game is the biggest thing we'll be able to do.
But kind of piggyback off the schedule too. I mean, I know obviously rivalry games and where to go are huge, but when the schedule comes out, you see you're playing that team down south 5 times. What do guys, the guys that are returners, guys like you say, just talking about that game?
I mean, I think it fires us up. Obviously, it's a big rivalry. Everyone knows that. I grew up here in Chandler, a Sun Devil, so. We don't like them. They don't like us. It makes it that much more exciting. So, that's definitely – those are games that are circled on the schedule for us.
Talking about the schedule, when Willie announced the starters and he said, Cole's going to be on Tuesday, but we wouldn't put him there unless we knew he could handle some of the teams that are coming. What were those conversations like with Bloomquist throughout this process about, competing for these starting spots, and once he told you were going to be in that midweek, kind of what was that like?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say at the end of the fall, we kind of had a meeting, and the coaches laid it out to us straight. Nobody really took a job and really grabbed it. So they were honest with us and said, all the jobs are up for grabs. Compete, work hard over the Christmas break, and come back ready to take a job. And so I'd say that's, as a group, as a pitching staff, we did that well. And obviously we got the 3 weekend starters, and I'm just grateful to, be able to be in the opportunity to start those Tuesdays. So it's, I think we're set up for success, and I'm just really excited for season.
Another big part of the schedule is the trip at the beginning of March to Globe Life. Does that excite you to play in the big league field over there in Arlington? And what do you think of that really good competition that you guys will play there?
Yeah, that'll be an exciting one. I've played my fair share of games at Globe Life. It's an awesome park, awesome venue, and the tournaments they put on every year, really exciting. Like you said, we have 3 SEC teams, so it's going to be a challenge, but we're up for it. We're excited, and it makes it so much better to play at the Rangers Stadium. So it's awesome.
Well, you played Little League with Brody Sexton, who's now at Omaha at Chandler. Have you had any conversations with him? He's coming back in town.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him directly, but that's obviously exciting, being able to connect with somebody you played with growing up and just sharing those memories like Little League baseball. It's very cool to see. So it's just that's another awesome part.
Yeah, George.
Cole and Colin are two guys who haven't made ASU starts before. Colin was injured last year. Cole was in relief last year. He hasn't only made a few starts last year. Have those guys kind of picked your brain about what it is to be a starter in the Powerball?
Yeah, I mean, obviously they have a ton of talent, and I think, the biggest thing going from a reliever to a starter is just a little bit of change in mentality. You just got to understand what your goal is, and, as a good starter, you just want to get your team deep in the game with the chance to win, or, at the time with a lead. So they understand that, and working with Coach Ricardo and Coach Bloomquist, they totally understand what is being asked of them, and, I'm super excited for our group.
Cole Carlone mentioned that he's pretty happy that he doesn't have to face ASU's hitters anymore after a long winter. Is that something you feel the same way about?
Yeah, I totally agree. The fall is a long process, and seeing the hitters over and over again, them seeing you, them getting adjusted to what you want to do. It gets frustrating at a point, and I feel like a lot of the pitchers were at that point with these last couple inter squads. But it's just very exciting being able to face new team, new hitter, and just being one cohesive unit. It fires me up, and I'm ready to go.
That's funny because the hitters were saying that you guys as the pitchers got the best of them, and they're happy they get to see somebody else.
We did end on a good note as the staff, but they've gotten us plenty of times too. So it's really, I'd say, both sides are excited to play a new opponent. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.